You should push yourself beyond your limits of tolerance in your 20s to find out where it is. How much can you work? How disciplined can you become? Like, can you work 12 hours a day? Can you work 8 hours a day? Can you work 3 hours a day? Like, flat out. Where's your limit? And how much work can you do, and how much socialization? You should find out. Push yourself past and then back off to that point where it's optimally sustainable. It's good to think about that as a goal. It's like you're trying to discover what your limitations are when you're in your 20s, so that you can hit that edge, so that you can sustain yourself across the decades. You don't want to have too much fun, right? Too much fun takes you out. You know, it's not fun being the 40-year-old at the singles bar, precisely. So you want to make sure that what you're doing is age appropriate, and you want to push yourself in every direction that you can, but you should be doing that with an aim in mind. It's like you're trying to make yourself into a better and more competent person. And so some discipline along with the fun is a good idea.
All of us, I mean all of us, wish we could do more, have different emotions. Some of us wish we were in a different body, whether that's being taller or stronger or more beautiful or younger. And some of us, based on how many people here are listening, may even wish we were a different gender. Now, some of you are like sneering at that. But the struggle is a real struggle, because you need to hear this. Every person feels some level of not being at home in their body. As you age, as you go through puberty, as you bump up against your limits, as you compare yourself to others, you will feel like you aren't at home in your body. If you're feeling that right now, that is a normal feeling. And do not give in to the remedy the world offers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheep Get Sheared podcast, where here we talk about people, politics, and popular culture. I'm your host, the one and only Austin Creed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the show. Today we're talking about pushing past your limits. And I know that's a saying you hear across, whether it's internet, so for those of you who watch anime, it's a common notion from athletes to entertainers to entertainment to even pastors. But my friends, at the end of the day, I want this one notion above all to really resonate with you today. This idea of feeling limited in your life. Look, it's really easy for you to just say, oh, I was born with this, or oh, I've never done better than X. I can't do better than Y. I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. You know, my family's always been poor, or I've never been strong. Whatever it is, you can make every excuse in the book. But here's one thing I want you to take away from this show today. You set your own limits up until the absolutes. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can set every single absolute in your life, every single limit in your life. You can't be more than human. You can't change your race. You can't change your species. You can't change your eye color. You can't. You can't change. I mean, you can get contacts, I suppose, but there are certain things in your life you just cannot change. But that shouldn't discourage you from saying, hey, you know what? What is it you want out of life? You want to make more money? You want to be more successful? You want to be better looking? You want to look better in the gym? What is it you want out of your life? That's what I want. I want you to ask yourself that question. You don't have to tell me. You can if you want. But I want you to ask yourself, what is it you want out of your life? Because if you sit there as you're listening to this show right now, whether you're in your car, listening in your earpods while you're doing something else, my friends, if you sit and you say, oh, I really want to publish a book. Oh, you know, I really want to get a girlfriend. Oh, I really want to get that promotion at work. Oh, I really want to do X, Y, or Z. And then your immediate next thought is, but I can't because of this. Or, oh, but I doubt it'll happen because of this. Or, oh, I don't think it'll happen because of X, Y, or Z. It's out of my control. You are sabotaging yourself in a way you can't even imagine, because you're immediately telling yourself you can't get that thing. When you tell yourself you want something, if your next thought is, I can't have that, what are you reinforcing to yourself every second of every day? Your mind is a powerful tool. If you're telling yourself, hey, I want to do this. Look, okay. Have any of you read Napoleon Hill? Napoleon Hill drives this concept home of the mind being a powerful tool and something that so many people use against themselves. I want to challenge you to do this right now, or the next possible moment you have time. Write down, grab an actual pen, grab an actual sheet of paper or a notepad, and write down your goals in your life. Whether it's how much money you want to make, what car you want to drive, what kind of woman you want to be with. I don't care what it is. Write it down. Because when you write it down, you are producing. You're bringing it into the world, out of your mind, out of the mental, and into the physical. There are 4 pillars of the human life. There is your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and then finally, my friends, can you guess the last one? I hope you can. You've been paying attention. Otherwise, it's social. You need to be around people who make you better. Physical, mental, spiritual, and social. You need to have these 4 pillars, and they need to constantly be reinforced. Because if you don't tend to them, they will erode. And eventually they will cave in. You need to always be prioritizing yourself, and you need to be prioritizing your life, and you always need to be leveling up. I understand. I'm not ignorant about, do you think I feel comfortable in my body all the time? No, I don't. Do you think I feel comfortable with where I am in life? Absolutely not. But my friends, if you don't, that should drive you to want to be better. That shouldn't make you sit down and feel sorry for yourself like a bum. Oh, my life's hard and it's not fair. That's not the mindset of a winner. That's not what you should be doing. My friends, if you want to win in life, you have to take on the mindset of a winner. When you lack something and you want it, go get it. It might not happen today. Probably won't happen tomorrow. But if you set out and you make it happen, it'll happen. I've seen this in my own life. When I was in the military and I was at the lowest part of my life, I was in a mental hospital. I was on suicide watch. And I felt like there was nothing to live for in my life. I would go to bed every night looking up at the ceiling and I'd say, what's the point in living? No, I seriously said that every single night. I was like, what's the point of it all? Like, what's the point in all of it? And I didn't have an answer. So I had to find an answer. I said, I got to find an answer to this question. I have to know, what is it that I want out of my life? Because clearly what I was doing wasn't working. So I'd go to therapy multiple times every day because I was required to do it. And I explored myself. And look, I'm not someone who does not believe in mental health. Trust me, you'll find no stronger advocate than you will here on this show. But my friends, I had to keep asking the same question over and over again for about 2 whole weeks until I came to a conclusion. I said, I want to work for myself. I want to have control over my life again. More than anything else, I want to share. I want to be understood. I want to feel like I have value again. That's what I felt. And in that moment, I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start creating. I wanted to create the life I wanted to live. I had gotten to rock bottom. And I just said, I will never come back here. Never. I will never come back to this low pit, this pit of despair that I was stuck in. I will never come back. Ever since then, I have been pushing limit after limit after limit. And some of them are small. Some of them are bigger. You don't need to be conquering the world every single day. What you do need to be doing is you need to conquer a new hurdle in your life. Conquer a fear. Conquer a hesitation. Something that makes you uncomfortable. Push past it. You don't like getting rid of a spider in your house. Fix that. You don't like talking on the telephone. Go and do that. You don't like going to the bank, cashing your check. Go and do that. You don't like being around and meeting new people, putting yourself out there on the dating market if that's what you choose to do. You need to challenge yourself so that you're never just living in oh, I'm in my comfort zone. Yeah, I'm so comfortable. That's a shortcut to failure. Playing it safe is living in your comfort zone, and playing it safe is the shortcut to failure. You can write that one down. Playing it safe is the shortcut to failure. And if you want to sit here and tell me that you're going to win in life by playing it safe, you're going to win in life and just kind of going down the lazy river and liking it and everything's good, no, you won't. No, you won't. You will not win. You will not win. You will be looking at all the winners at the top saying, oh, what? I should be up there on that stage. This isn't fair. How did this happen? The government must be doing this. Or it must be because of my race. Or it must be because of my parents. It must be because of... You blame everybody else but yourself. You never take responsibility for why you're in the predicament you're in. Why? Because it's easy to blame other people. It's easy to say, "Oh, I'm not pushing this limit in my life because of my parents. Oh, I'm not pushing this limit in my life because of the economy. Oh, I'm not pushing this limit in my life because I just don't feel like it. I don't feel good today." No. That's where your discipline comes in. If you're not disciplined, as soon as your willpower gives out, it's a wrap. You're done. You will drop by the wayside. And no one's going to come by and pick you up. They might maybe once or twice. But you need to brace yourself like a man, and you need to get out there and you need to win. Because no one's going to win for you. Do not wait for the socialist state to come and save you. Don't do it, because then they'll control you. Don't do it. You need to love... This whole concept of loving yourself... It means you need to actually care about your own life, where you're going, what you're doing. Because if you don't care about yourself, you can't look around and be like, oh, well, I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't have a girlfriend, and this, that, and the other. Well, of course you don't. You don't even care about yourself. Why should anybody care about you? Well, seriously, that's a real question. Why should anybody care about you if you don't care about yourself? You are limiting yourself in your life if you're not constantly pushing up against the barriers in your life. Not because you hate yourself, but because you love this ideal version of yourself that you want to achieve. Never do something out of hatred. Never run away from something, run towards something else. Because then as soon as you stop running away from something and you're no longer in immediate danger, or you're no longer in this immediate stage of motivation, it'll slowly teeter off, and you'll no longer feel that motivation in the morning anymore. You'll no longer feel that hunger, that insatiable need to achieve. You won't feel that anymore. Because you'll go back to residing in your comfort zone. If you're in your comfort zone right now, you're losing out on so many opportunities, and you're probably sitting there saying, why aren't opportunities coming my way? This is so unfair. My friend got an opportunity, someone else got an opportunity. How did they do it? Opportunity comes to the prepared. That's what luck is. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. Fortune favors the bold. If you're not being bold, fortune's not going to favor you. Duh. Think about it. If you're not out there taking chances, you're not out there risking it, you're not going to win. Look, does anybody else play poker listening to the show? Is it just me? But if you don't bet high, you can't expect to earn back. You always fold, you're never going to win a hand. And then you're wondering why you're not winning, why you feel so limited in your life. It's because you're not trying to push your limits, or maybe you pretend to try. Just what other people think you're trying, which is the stupidest thing ever, by the way. Stupid. Unbelievably dumb. But I want you to care about yourself. I don't want you to go to this low place that I was once at. Trust me. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't want you to go to that place. I want you to care about yourself. I want you to value yourself. But that's only something you can do, and you need to achieve things. That's how self-confidence is built, by the way. It's built through achievement. You have a track record of yourself to say, when you're questioning yourself, oh, I did this, and I did that, so I can definitely do this. I could definitely do this thing over here. That's how that works. But if you don't have that track record, you're going to be like, well, I have no experience. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I know I'm going to do it right? You need to start just doing things. Just start doing stuff. You want to start a photography? Go do photography? Go do photography. You want to start a business? Start a business. Look it up. You want to start doing stuff. Even if you fail, it's better than have never tried at all. It's a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. Talks about this very concept. My friends, you need to really ask yourself what it is you want and how you are limiting yourself in your life, because I guarantee you are. I ask myself that question a lot because I always want to know where my weaknesses are so I can have my strengths come and pick up for them so that I'm not weak, but I'm also playing to my strengths. You want to try to do both. It's hard, but everything that's worth doing is hard. My friends, if you have anything you want to say about this, you can leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, or you can go over to my Twitter page at Sheep Get Sheared and you can leave it over there. But until next time, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the show. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. We're out of here. Peace.